Sabrina Tackett, Assistant Vice President of New Carlisle Federal, to talk about commercial loans. Thanks for coming, Sabrina. Nice to see you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So when somebody is ready to apply for a commercial loan or is thinking about getting a property for their business, what are some first things they need to have in place before they can do that?
Well, first of all, you have to have a business plan. The business plan tells you what is your purpose for the purchase. Are you doing it to replace rent? Are you doing it to expand? And a lot of times it's for someone, a new business owner is purchasing the space to grow their business. My recommendation is that every new business owner gets to know our SBDC, which is the Small Business Development Corp downtown. The SBDC, they can help you establish the business, create the LLC, the EIN, which is your tax ID number. They can help you with a pro forma to help you, how do you make money? How do your goods and services translate to making money for this property? And they can also give you access to marketing and accounting options that you didn't know you needed. So I find that once my client has been vetted with the SBDC to help them with all this, they are ready to hit the ground running.
So is that a connection that you make with the client?
Absolutely. I use Mac Young at SBDC over and over again. I have his cards in the top of my desk drawer and I just hand them out. They just have a team of people there that can really direct your resources to where they need to go.
And what does SBDC actually stand for those that aren't familiar?
Small Business Development Corp.
There you go.
They also, another important part of what you need to get started is your financial situation. So it's not just knowing what you want to do, but do you have the assets to do this? I like to say, have you filed your taxes? Which you would think that that is easy. Sometimes it's not.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. So are you in good standing with the IRS? Do you have good credit? You can't come to the bank with a 500 credit score and expect a commercial loan. You gotta get yourself in order. And so these are pieces of the puzzle you need to help grow your business.
And the SBDC is going to help them to identify what those pieces of puzzles are.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Sabrina, what does the loan process involve and how different is it from a residential versus a commercial loan?
So there are a lot of similarities. Just like we just spoke about having your finances in order, that's still the same, whether you're buying a commercial or a residential property. But where they differ is you have to have access to equity for the down payment. So you're not gonna get an FHA loan, for instance, for a low money or no money down type of situation for a commercial business. There are a widespread variety of down payment options, but a lot of them, let's just say 20 to 25% for your commercial building. And then once we establish that you have access to put that money down, the next step to that would be, how does this building provide income to you? Are you gonna have tenants? Are you going to just rent the space to yourself? And these items are vastly different from the residential side because you want this commercial property to produce income for you. Okay. So that's the biggest difference that I see.
And what's the importance of finding a lender within the community to which you plan on opening your business?
So this is my favorite question of all, because our community, like, if I could just go over and over in this, find somebody who cares about Springfield.
For sure.
You have to have someone that is invested. And I say this all the time, I can't stress it enough. Find a local decision maker, because we understand the community. We understand that property might have blight or it might have something, and we all want to see it get better. A lender in our community knows our community. The decision is made by someone invested in this community that sees the ins and outs of it every day. And I can't stress this enough. Find a local decision maker. A local bank uses local deposits to fund development, whether it's personal development such as residential areas or business development. So these type of banks and institutions feed back into your community. Find someone that cares about Springfield. It looks like the value of the project, not just the bottom line of it.
Advocating for community growth and the positivity, not just making money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you recently had Levi Duncan. He is not even from the area traditionally, and even he understood the importance of using the local lender.
Absolutely. And this goes back to the beginning of our conversation. He started with the SBDC. He went right down the trail of everything that he needed to do, and he knew where he wanted to go. And this is vital to development in our community.
That's awesome.
All right, let's also talk about maybe the urgency of if you find the property today, of getting it today as opposed to waiting.
So in the scope of real estate, everything goes up. There's just like a tiny little mark from the beginning of keeping track of property values till now where the property values actually went down. So the one thing that we know is that with time, your property values are going up and up and up. So if you find a property, you fall in love with the property, you should probably buy it. I don't think you should wait until the price goes down or the rate goes down, because I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, we agree.
In my experience, I've had a building that was perhaps zoned as a medical office. And I had a client that wanted to take that office, renovate it, and make it their space. And it wasn't anything to do with it being a medical office. And so they met with the SBDC. They built numbers based on rents that they would receive from other people being in the building.
Oh, wow.
And they were able to do projections 1, 3, 5 years of how the growth will sustain not only the mortgage payments, but make them money in the future.
So SBDC really does walk you through your current ideas all the way into the future projection of earnings. So that's a great resource then.
And sometimes I feel like I am their biggest cheerleader. And I know that this is supposed to be about commercial lending, but the truth is it takes all of us to come together to take these pieces of the puzzle to make us all successful. So
I love how you guys have a great relationship with them so that people know that you're the resource to go to first, so that you can connect them with the right people to make their dreams come true in owning a business.
thank you.
What happens once the loan is closed? Is there an ongoing relationship with the client?
Absolutely. We want them to bank with us, obviously. I see them all the time, but one of the things that we don't talk about too much that maybe you should know about is when you have a financial relationship with an institution, we require you to keep your financials up to date and current. So if you just filed your 2023 taxes, I need them. We like to see that you are making money, and if not, do you need an equity injection? How will that change your projections? How does this help you in the future with sustainability?
So you're invested in their company as well on continuing to make sure that they are successful.
Absolutely.
That's
And
amazing.
it's not just for this property. A lot of times, my clients are serial entrepreneurs. They start this business and then they're ready to start another one. And those are my favorite ones, the ones that have 6 or 8 properties that might be doing 6 or 8 different things.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's amazing, especially for Springfield. Thank you.
Mhm.
Always onward, right?
Always onward.
Onward and upward.